Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Broncos going up against the Ravens. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Gives to Allen. He's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. Flacco here on second down. And hauled in by Pinnock. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Flacco, and his pass incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got time in the pocket. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Simeon looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up on it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down throw, Simeon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit now for the And the Ravens taking the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Finding time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got time. Completes it to Lee. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
They come out here in the I. They'll run with Allen. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw on second is Simeon. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. In the backfield is Anderson. Simeon. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
This is a stand-up guy. Had a bad game last week and his team lost, and he stepped forward and took responsibility. As he goes, so goes his team. They need a big-time performance from him today.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Flacco here on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
They come out here in the I. is Allen. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. On second down, Flacco to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen, his running back that time. And it's third and short.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Flacco to throw here on third down. He's got the hook up to Lee. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Second down, Flacco now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a carry for Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Ravens are going to have a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's the option going right. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And it's brought in by Pena. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Operating out of the gun, Flacco surveying the field. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tank Carradine coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12 from the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Looking for someone to throw to. And hauled in by Pena. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st down, it's Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our 1st half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Simeon, that's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating 1st downs and moving the ball downfield.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run Anderson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. To throw is Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27th. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we're going to look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 10, Simeon again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Holding, offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, Anderson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Simeon. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. Flacco here on second down. To Allen on the dump off. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. A group of Broncos there combined to bring him down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Flacco looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And that little deep, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That call was actually a linebacker's dream. A draw play when you're blitzing. Because they're trying to set up and fool you into thinking it's a pass. But because they're doing so, they're actually opening up a crease for you to get through and get to the ball carrier. An excellent play for the linebacker.
Lee's got it over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Simeon on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Isn't he glad I didn't make it in that league? I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Anderson. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now it's Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on second is Simeon. This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Broncos heading back out onto the field. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
Well, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10. Flacco once more. Caught left side to Crabtree. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. It's a 4-receiver look, all to the left side. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Time for us to spotlight C.J. Anderson. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
3 yards to go on second down. In the backfield is Anderson. Here's Simeon now on second down. Left side here to Sanders. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, here's Simeon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Flacco from midfield. And his throw is incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third down, Flacco from the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Tank Carradine in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Toss play. This is Anderson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Four yards remaining now on second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now it's Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up fourth down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos defense getting ready to go. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold it.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's third and short.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's fourth down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. And this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Back to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here we go. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Flacco. And Allen's got it. Give him 3 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Finding time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they're going to speed things up here. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Flacco. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now Simeon. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Simeon. He's got time. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this.
You ran into a brick